Hey everyone, it's Amy. Today I have for you the new Summer Light Elegance collection. This is out of this world. So Light Elegance just released their summer collection. It is a space out of this world collection. So I do have all of the buttercreams and all of the glitter gels in this collection. I'm excited to see what this collection is about. Light Elegance not too long ago released their spring collection. I'll leave a link in the description box down below to swatches of their spring collection. That was a groovy 70s neon collection, but they released it for springtime, but it was late spring launch. And so now they have their summer collection out. So I'm very curious to see what they did with this one, though this one does seem to have more of a theme to it, like space type of colors. So I am curious. So I'm gonna start with the buttercreams first, then we'll do glitter gels, and then I do have lots of swatches to compare for you guys. This first one is called Phone Home. So here's what Phone Home looks like. This is like a milky baby pink color. It's not quite as milky as Marshmallow. That one's a very milky white, but it's got that similar vibe of that milky consistency. This one's definitely, it can build up. It's got a little bit of some sheer spots, but you could build this up to be full coverage. Next, I have You're in My Orbit. Here is what You're in My Orbit looks like. Guys, this is a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, rich, deep purple shade. It glides on like a dream, full coverage. This is such a pretty purple. I love this purple. It's beautiful. Next, we have Miss Martian. Here's what Miss Martian looks like. This is a bright pink. I wouldn't say it's quite a neon, but it is definitely a very bright pink. Definitely a summer type of a pink, though I think you could get away with it for springtime as well. Next is Alien Invasion. Here's what Alien Invasion looks like. This is another gorgeous shade. This is a beautiful teal. Same thing, high coverage, glides on like a dream. This, I always say this for like blue, but this would be a really pretty ocean mermaid vacation type of a color. We do have some from Light Elegance, some teals, so I'm curious to see how they compare. Next, we have Men Are From Mars. Here's what Men Are From Mars looks like. This is actually a shimmer. So the base is like a peachy coral pink, and then it has pink iridescent shimmers in it. It is so pretty. I hope those shimmers are coming up on camera. This is going to be a fabulous summer shade as well. And the last buttercream we have from the collection is Earthling. Here is what Earthling looks like. This is a pearl finish. So it is a light peachy nude with white pearl shimmer to it. This again is really pretty. I don't think we have seen too much of this. Again, we'll have to do some comparisons. This one's a really pretty, I like that it's neutral, but it's also shimmery at the same time. This actually might be good for bridal nails too. It's super pretty because it's neutral, soft, but shimmery. So let me go ahead and cure all of those, top coat, and we'll get into the glitters. Okay, so let's get into the glitters. This first one is Mercury Meltdown. Here is what Mercury Meltdown looks like. It is a beautiful, it's almost like a champagne, rosy type of a shade, almost a rose gold, and then it has a holographic sparkle to it. It is super shiny. This one is fabulous. This next one is Space Cadet. So here's what Space Cadet looks like, and this one surprised me. I thought this was gonna be our millionth iridescent glitter that we've seen from them, and I'm getting kind of tired of it, but this one's actually different. So there's actually matte glitters in it. So it's white matte glitters, like a hot pink matte glitter, and then it also has iridescent shimmers throughout, and I feel like there might be like a peach mixed in there as well. And so it actually looks, it's very shiny. Even though it has a lot of matte glitters in it, it's somehow still very shiny. So that one actually really surprised me. Next we have Supernova. Here's what Supernova looks like. This is an interesting mix as well. I do feel like we might have seen something like this before, but I think it's gonna be more on the blue side. But this has, it's like a silver and purple, very fine glitter base with like indigo, blue, slightly larger, but still fine glitter thrown on top, which again gives it lots of dimension, lots of shininess. So I think this one definitely works for like that space type of theme because it gives it that depth with the different size glitters. Next is Over the Moon. Here's what Over the Moon looks like. Now we have seen renditions of this type of pink iridescent glitter as well, though I do think this one's going to be a little different. It's got that pink jelly base, but the glitters, it's almost like rainbow glitters that are in it, and they're a little chunkier. They're not like Losing My Impatience where it's the very fine sparkle on it. This one, you definitely see the bigger pieces in it, which again gives it that dimension. Next, we have I Need Some Space. Here's what I Need Some Space looks like. And this one is similar to the last one, Over the Moon, but this one has a peach jelly base to it. And then this one also has the tiny iridescent glitters along with the chunkier rainbow iridescent glitters as well. And the final glitter in this collection is Blast Off Blue. Here's what Blast Off Blue looks like. This is gorgeous. It's not quite as teal as the Alien Invasion from the buttercreams, but it does have some teal glitters in it, but it's mostly like a blue glitter with holographic glitters scattered throughout. Again, super shiny and sparkly. This one, again, you guys are gonna know what I'm gonna say. Ocean Nails with the blue for summer. I love it. So let me go ahead and cure these, top coat, and we'll come back with some comparisons and the overall collection. Okay, so here is all of the buttercreams swatched. They are all really pretty. Nothing that I'm not liking. And then here are all of our glitters from this collection. So let's go ahead and get into some comparisons. We'll start with the buttercreams first. I do have everything swatched. If you guys do or do not know, I am trying to re-swatch all of my swatches into these new swatches and reorganize everything. I'm almost done with Madam Glam. That video I'm hoping to have up by the end of the month. It's taking me quite some time. Light Elegance, I have not started, but I did for the spring collection as well as this collection. I did swatch all of my comparisons. So in that way, I have started it, but I may be missing a couple just because I haven't fully swatched everything. I just need to reorganize everything. The way I have it organized is not working for me right now for the Light Elegance. So that will definitely get its own video. It will be coming a lot later because it's gonna take me a long time to redo it. But I do have the majority of the swatches done here for the comparisons. There are a lot of swatches. It's a full ring. But I do have both the glitters and the colors on here. So let's go ahead and do Phone Home first. This is our milky pink. We have Dreamsicle, which is definitely more peachy. This one's full coverage. We have Two Straws, One Shake, which I would say Two Straws, One Shake is Phone Home, but with shimmer in it. And I totally forgot about this color. It's actually really pretty. Then this one is Strawberries in Cream. This one's more of a metallic type of a finish, but similar tones there. This one is Searching for Seashells. Definitely more nude. Same with Take It Easel is more on the nude side. Here we have Nina Bonita, which is more, well, peachy actually. This one is Power Nap, definitely more nude. A lot of Gelato is definitely, it's more of like a yellowy tan. Easy Breezy, quite a bit darker. Then here we have Bon Bon, which is a baby pink, but here you can really see how Phone Home is that milky. I hope that's coming up on camera. Bon Bon is your true like baby pink shade, and Phone Home definitely is that milky pink. Next, we'll go ahead and do You're in My Orbit. This one is Missing You Madly, which is more of like a plum. It's definitely got that red undertone. This is a very cool toned purple. This is Dirty Little Secret. Gets closer, but it's definitely still has that red kind of plum undertone. Same with Meandering in Moscow. This one's almost a brownish purple. Here is Bougie Babe. Bougie Babe actually has like a shift to it. It goes from like a purple to a brown. So again, it has that more reddish tint to it. London Fog doesn't compare. This is like a muted gray purple. Here is Let's Limo, which gets closer, but Let's Limo is definitely brighter. And then here is Stone Cold, which is really pretty, but doesn't compare. So this one is definitely new to the collection, and I am loving this color. It is beautiful. Next, we'll go into Miss Martian with our bright pinks here. We have Lollipop. Lollipop is a little bit more coral. Miss Martian is definitely brighter, leaning towards a neon, but not quite a neon. Here is Love Bug. This one is like a neon hot pink. Smitten, Miss Martian gets close to Smitten. Say Smitten is a tad darker and it is like a neon pink. Then the rest of these get into more of the corals. I'll go over a couple of them. Heart-shaped box. This one's counting coral sheep. Here is Don't Be Such a Pansy, as well as Do the Van Gogh. Those are all way more peachy in tone. So I'd say this is a good addition to the collection as well. Next, we're looking at Alien Invasion. I don't have too many teals. I feel like Light Elegance doesn't have very many teals. Here's Holy Guacamole. Same tone, but it is darker. Here is Jack and Jill. I thought Jack and Jill would compare more, but it really doesn't. Jack and Jill is quite a bit brighter, definitely more of a green seafoam type. Here is Mr. Peabody, a lot darker, though these two would pair really nicely together. And then this one is Night Terror Teal, which is way more green. So again, good addition to the collection. Next, we're gonna go in with Men from Mars. We're gonna kind of go over the pinks and then get into the corals a little bit more with this one. So here is Lollipop. I'm gonna go through the pinks a little quicker and then we'll get to the corals. Here is Love Bug, Smitten. Here is Heart-Shaped Box. Those two would be really pretty together. Here's Counting Coral Sheep. These two would also pair really pretty together because this has that shimmer finish. This is Charming Cherry. These two as well would pair really nicely together. Charming Cherry is more of a brighter cherry red. This is Hot as a Jalapeno. This one also has a shimmer, though the shimmer is a little bit different. Let me look. Yeah, that one says shimmer, not pearl. So they are similar because they're both a coral shimmer, but they're definitely different. This definitely, it has that pink shift to it. This one is Dragon's Breath, which is gorgeous. I forgot about this shade. It is a beautiful, beautiful color. Doesn't compare. This one is Let's Get Together. Tone-wise, this one has been the closest, but again, this one has that shimmer. Don't Be Such a Pansy, lighter, and Do the Van Gogh. This one gets very close tone-wise as well, but again, this has a shimmer. So I would say this is a good addition to the collection. And then the final one for buttercreams is Earthling. So we're gonna kind of go over our pinks again. And remember, this one is that pearl finish. Here is Dreamsicle. It gets closer in tone to Dreamsicle. Dreamsicle is still a little bit more orange. Here is Two Straws, One Shake. So you can see this one is that milky pink. This one's definitely more of a neutral. Strawberries and Cream, same thing. Here is Searching for Seashells. Tone gets close, but again, this has that pearl finish. Take It Easel, definitely more yellowy. Here is Nina Bonita. Here is Power Nap. Power Nap tone gets closer to it. Lotto Gelato, definitely more yellow. Easy Breezy, quite a bit darker. Those two would pair nice together. Bon Bon, you can see that's the baby pink. And Flower Power. So I would say this is also a good addition to the collection. Okay, let's get into our glitter comparisons, starting with Mercury Meltdown. We have Miss Suspicious. Doesn't really compare. We have What's Your Alibi? This is definitely more of a copper. This is, again, more of that rose gold champagne-y color. Here is May I Have This Dance. those are different as well. This has like pink and like a champagne. This again is a little on the rosy side. Here is Pixie Party. I thought tone-wise Pixie Party would compare to it, but it doesn't quite. Again, this has a little bit of that rosiness to it. And then here is Tour Guide, which definitely leans more on the brown side. So I thought there was going to be a couple that compared tone-wise. I knew we didn't have any that had the holographic, but it actually is very different from what we have. Let's get into Space Cadet, which I was surprised by, but I'm still curious to do the side-by-sides with these glitters. So here is Sinfully Sweet, which, I mean, you can really see the matte glitters now in that one. Here is Beachy. Swing by Sweden, my tried and true favorite. Pears and Pastries. She's a Star. This one does have some matte glitters in it, but this has pink and this has blue. This is On the Rocks. Again, this one does have some matte glitters, but they are different. This one is Mother of Pearl. I feel like Space Cadet is Mother of Pearl, but with pink. They are very similar finishes, but this one's blue. Go-Go Boots and Yummy Gummy. Actually, that one was a blue one. So this is actually new, and I can't decide how I feel about it. It's an interesting shade. I feel like I'd have to put it on top of something. It's got that like white to pink shift to it. It's very interesting. Here is Supernova. I don't have too many purples. There was a blue one. Let me pull it out. It got placed in the wrong side. So here's Pears and Pastries, which is what I thought would compare the most to Supernova. It's definitely similar vibe. The larger blue glitters that are in it are also in Pears and Pastries, but Supernova definitely has a strong purple and silver finish. This one is more of a see-through, just iridescent. So I get like they're similar vibes, but they're definitely different. And then over here to the purples, we have Amethyst Kiss, which actually gets closer to it than I was expecting. Again, the blues in this one are the same color. Amethyst Kiss is just a deeper version, and it does not have the silver in it. Here is Storm Chaser, which is totally different. It has matte black glitters in it. Here is Poppy Seed. Again, similar vibes, but this has that black in it, and then it does have that blue in it, but it also has purple as well. And then Nairobi Nights, which is totally different. So we did get some similar vibes, but this one was different. These next two we're going to compare. I'm very curious about Over the Moon, which is our pink jelly base. So here is Pints and Quartz. I think I actually meant to compare that to this one, which, yeah, definitely. Okay, we're taking a step back. So Pints and Quartz, color-wise, is a little bit more similar to Mercury Meltdown than the other colors we had, but this one definitely has like a pink shimmer in it, or like a pink glitter in it, and this one is a holographic. But those ones definitely get closer than the other ones we compared. I see, this is why I just need to reorganize everything that I have. Back to Over the Moon, we have a Peony for Your Thoughts. This one, the jelly base is actually a little bit deeper, and then the sparkles are a little bit further apart. This is waffle cone, similar vibe, but again, deeper in that pink. Sea jelly is definitely almost like a red jelly base. Here is Pixie Purple. This one has that same pink jelly base, but this one has huge iridescent glitters in it. Here is Wanna Watercolor. This one's very fine. This one's a little different. Here is Fairy Good, which does not have a jelly base and it has giant glitters in it. This one is Free Spirit, which I believe was from the spring collection. These ones are actually a little similar. They are a little different. Free Spirit is more of like a brighter rainbow somehow, if that makes sense, but they are very similar, especially coming out in back-to-back collections. And then Sinfully Sweet is a little bit different as well. It doesn't have that pink jelly base. And then for I Need Some Space, let's actually compare these two together. So Over the Moon and I Need Some Space. So we have the pink jelly base, and then we have more of a corally reddish pink jelly base. And this one's glitters are a little bit larger as well. So going back to some of these, pretty much these two are the darker ones. Here is Waffle Cone. It gets close to Waffle Cone. I Need Some Space is a tad more orange though, but these are very close. Same type of glitter in it. And Sea Jelly is definitely more of that red cherry jelly type of color. And then finally we have Blast Off Blue. I have quite a bit of blues here. I'll go ahead and compare it back to Go-Go Boots, which was from the spring collection. Here is Yummy Gummy. Cactus Makes Perfect. Gets close to it. It's not quite the same. This one has a holographic versus this one has green glitters in it. And this one's more concentrated as well. Standing Ovation is a blue and green shift. Deja Blue. I would say Deja Blue is almost a lighter version of Blast Off Blue, and a little bit more sparse. And then here is Stay Cool, but this one's more of a jelly. So I would say this one is a good addition to the collection. It did get close to the Cactus Makes Perfect, but this one's holographic. I do think I prefer the holographic one. Okay, so here is the collection as a whole, and this collection is interesting. I have some interesting thoughts that I didn't think I was going to have. So starting off with the buttercreams, love all of the buttercreams. Pretty much all of them were good additions. Actually, I think all of them were new to the collection, which is fabulous. We rarely get like all of them being new to the collection. I do think most, not all of them, but most of the colors from the spring collection were also good new ones to the Light Elegance family, which is fabulous to see. Glitters, a little disappointing, but also not surprised at the same time. So we definitely, with the jelly ones, got similar ones. Space Cadet, I thought was gonna be super similar vibes, but it is different. Supernova, we did get some that got kind of close, very similar vibes again with that one. Blast Off Blue, we got some that were kind of close. Mercury Meltdown, I think is the only one that is really different. The rest of these, we have ones similar enough that I don't know you would necessarily need these. And the jelly ones, I just tend to not reach for the jelly ones. The jelly ones that I do reach for are the ones that have the very, very fine glitter. So like losing my impatience. There's like a cucumber one. Ones like that has the very fine iridescent glitters. I don't tend to reach for the chunky jelly base iridescent glitters for whatever reason. The holographic glitters, definitely. I love Mercury Meltdown. That is definitely my favorite glitter out of all of them. I really like Blast Off Blue as well. It's gorgeous. Supernova, I do have to say Supernova is pretty as well. So I do like those three. The other three, I just don't see myself reaching for as much, and we have similar ones. Now, I do have to say this pairing, I gotta do something with this. These two together, come on. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I do feel like I need to do some sort of like space theme nails with this collection. It's gorgeous. Now, typically Light Elegance is very seasonally themed, and so they launched this as their summer collection. Though I wouldn't say it's a summer collection, I really couldn't categorize this as a seasonal collection. It is definitely more of a themed collection. It is a space themed collection. I think they did a very good job with the space themed collection. I think the only thing that maybe they could have incorporated is like a smoky gray, maybe, or like a smoky gray glitter. I think that would have played really well in this collection, but I think definitely like I see the space theme in this collection. The spring collection was all neons, very much a summer collection. This one, again, it's not, there are definitely colors you can use in the summer, but it doesn't scream summer. So I don't know if they're leaning away from the seasonally themed collections and going more towards like just a themed collection in general. I'm not sure, so I'm curious to see what they'll do for fall. I always love the fall collections. Those are my favorite collections of the year. Though I do have to say, I have loved every collection they've released this year. They've done the last several collections Light Elegance have been pretty good. I think with the exception of the glitters, a lot of the glitters are very much repeat. I would love to see something just new in glitter form from Light Elegance. But they've been hitting it off with the buttercreams. The last couple have just been fabulous. So just very mixed. I feel very mixed. Definitely, I think overall, I really like the collection. The glitters, I think you could definitely pick and choose from. The only one that is really different to me is the Mercury Meltdown. The rest, we have ones similar enough. If you want a similar vibe, we got that already. So pick and choose what you want, what you don't have. But I do recommend all of the buttercreams. They're gorgeous. I love all of the buttercreams. There's not one that I don't like. I think the only one I may not reach towards as much is the Phone Home, only because it's that milky color. So I feel like when you're dealing with milky colors, they are great, but they are for specific type of looks. So like I love Marshmallow, which is that milky white, but I only reach towards it when I'm doing that specific nail art. I don't use it a ton, if that makes sense. The rest of the colors, I definitely see myself using all of them. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Light Elegance Out of This World collection. Did you pick it up? Are you gonna pick it up? Definitely let me know your thoughts on everything. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you thought this video was helpful with my swatches and comparisons. Make sure you subscribe for more videos coming out very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.